Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day as always. Appreciate your support. Quick one for you. I wanted to talk about Unrivaled and the rules just for a minute. This is a short video because the first games happen a few days from now on the 17th, and there is one rule that's a pretty major one that I did not know about until now that is kind of wild. Now, I got to laugh at the title Unrivaled Rules Encourage Fast Playground Style because I've been saying this since it came out that it was 3v3 full court, and the court is it's not quite as wide as a regular basketball court. I think it's like 5 feet narrower and about 20 feet, 22 feet shorter. But that's a lot of excuse me, a lot of space for 3v3. And so I pointed out that for a lot of players in the WNBA, it's a struggle for them because there's a lot of space and it should be an up-tempo game, and we're talking about a lot of players. We've always talked about the the physicality of the WNBA, right? It's a physical league, and that's because it's a slow league. And I'm not even saying that I don't mean to be negative in that way. It's just we're talking about a lot of big bodies that bang, and that's the type of game that is played in the WNBA. And this should be the exact opposite. And I actually had a conversation going back and forth for a while the other day on Twitter trying to explain this, and this person was kidding. I mean, it's someone I've gone back and forth with that actually isn't one of those people that gets their feelings hurt and then tells you what an awful person you are and all that. So I mean, it was entertaining and fun. I mean, neither one of us was actually mad, but she didn't want to hear this because it's not really designed for a lot of the players in the WNBA, and I think a lot of players will struggle for this because it is a fast, lots of open space, and a lot of the players just don't play that way. Now, one thing that's very interesting, like this says, this game is rooted in how you would play basketball as a kid in a blacktop. Luke Cooper, unrivaled president of basketball operations, told ESPN, there's flow, there's pace. When you are watching, it feels like you are watching basketball. It's not a gimmick, 100%. And yeah, here it is. Okay, it's almost exactly the same width, 49.2 feet by 72, where an actual court is 94 by 50. So it's basically just as wide, almost 20 feet, sorry, just over 20 feet shorter, 22 feet. So that's a lot of space for 3v3. And yes, that encourages a fast paced game. You can get up and down the court quickly, and there's a lot of space when you have only three players out there. So, players who move well, who are quick, who are good in open spaces, whether it's driving to the basket or shooting threes, taking players on 1v1, they are going to have an advantage. A lot of the bigger bodies who do not play fast break basketball, they're going to struggle a little more. Now, you can say, well, they'll use that to get in shape for the WNBA season. Great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I think one of the issues with Aaliyah Boston's slow start for the Fever last year was that she did not come into the season in shape. This year, she should be coming into the season in shape. One, because she knows what playing with Caitlin Clark was like last year, and two, because she is playing unrivaled. Now, check this out. This is crazy. I knew about the 7-minute quarters. I think that's way too short, by the way. 7-minute quarters. I know it's more up and down, but 7 minutes, come on. That's crazy. And this is wild to me. No, a fourth quarter, which the league is calling a winning score. The winning score will be determined by adding 11 points to the leading team's score through three quarters. For example, if the score is 50-48 heading into the final quarter, the first team to reach 61 points wins, and there will never be overtime. I got to tell you, I don't really like that. I'm not a big fan of that. So the winning team, I mean, it says if the score is 50-48, so that seems like, oh, well, the losing team has it. Okay, well, what if it's 50-43? In normal basketball, that's not that big a deal. But now but they only have to get to 61. I mean, That's three threes and a two. That's four buckets. Now it says we want this to be about basketball, Cooper continued. You're just playing to a score, which is honestly the purest form of basketball. When you played as a kid, no one played to 10 minutes when they were playing pickup. You throw a number out there and you played to it until someone hit a game winner. They also are having an odd foul rule where, well, first of all, you only get one free throw on a shooting foul, whether it's a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer. But that one free throw is worth 2 points on a 2-point field goal, or it's worth 3 points on a 3-point attempt. And then the foul outs, if 3 players have fouled out, so you don't have anyone else left other than who's on the court, and one of them picks up their sixth, stay in, but each additional foul gets a technical foul. And the shot clock, which is only going to be 18 seconds, that is no big deal at all to me because, again, the court's 22 feet shorter. It's going to be a much faster paced game. So it doesn't even come into play at all. But here's the thing. They're using that weird fourth quarter rule and then say, oh, well, that's like pickup basketball. Okay, well, if you're going to tell me then that's like pickup basketball, then the game, there shouldn't be any twos or threes. You should be just playing each bucket's 1 point, nobody's shooting free throws, and players call their own foul. Come on now. But that, yeah, I gotta say, I'm not liking it. I think they're trying to shorten the game because again, if you're the team winning, 11 points, that should happen so fast. I mean, the quarters are only 7 minutes as it is. Just play 4 7-minute quarters. That is not a lot of time. And we're talking about people say, "Oh, it's faster paced, 3v3." Well, again, one, it's gonna get you into shape you need for the WNBA season, but two, you have 6 players. You have 6 players for 3v3, and you're only gonna play 7-minute quarters. I think that's a little wild. But let me know your thoughts on the different tweaks, the foul shooting, the fouls. By the way, there's no fouling out in pickup basketball either, so why are you even counting the fouls if you want it to be like pickup? Just let the offensive players call their own fouls and don't shoot any free throws. But let me know your thoughts on the fourth quarter rule, on the length of quarters being only 7 minutes, on the free throw shooting, on the fouling out. There's some interesting tweaks. So let me know what your thought is on all of those in the comments below. Let me know if you plan on even watching any of the Unrivaled, or is it going to be you're going to tune in to start just to see what it's like, and then you'll kind of go from there? Are you going to be someone who's going to keep an eye on fever players and potential fever players from free agent signings as well? For those of you that don't know this, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm almost positive on this, but I don't have it right in front of me, so I always get nervous when I do that. I believe Katie Lou Samuelson is on the same team as Satu Sabali as well. So who knows what's going on there? But then again, people are wiling that Lexi Hall's going to get traded to the Chicago Sky because she's playing with Angel Reese. So who knows? But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. I really do appreciate it. And I will talk to you later.